Welcome everybody to the broadcast. My name is Brian Bacchus. I'm going to be talking to you today about some things that's going to help you get your engagement up. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm actually going to look at this on my other phone to see if it's actually working. But basically, there's a lot of tips and tricks I'm going to be exposing today to help you get more reach and engagement on your platforms. I know a lot of you don't know where to start, don't know where to begin, and I'm here to help you. So if you have any questions, today it's going to be a Ask Me Anything. Ask me anything. You know. What's up, Donnie? I see you just joined. What's going on? Just trying to give some engagement out here. Let me know if you can hear me since you're the first one here. Let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. I'm trying not to talk loud up in here. No, I'm actually at Corner Bakery today. Yeah, I think you could see. Yeah, Corner Bakery. Let me give them some props. So, okay, cool. Well, basically, I'm on here to talk to everybody today about, how you go about getting your reach and engagement on your social media platforms. Now, a lot of you go on here and you pre-record stuff and you put it up, and that's fine and dandy. But the problem here is, let me fix this so I can get it over there. There we go. So the problem I see is people, they don't really know how to use the proper options when they actually post stuff or go live or anything. So today I'm going to talk to you about what you need to do in order to make your engagement pop. And these are little tricks that I've been using. You can go on my page and you can see the various different things that I do and the types of reach and engagement I get. But I mostly go live on a lot of different platforms at the same time because I want to be able to get the people that I'm looking for. So what I do is I use branded hashtags as well as relevant hashtags that are actually going to be reaching the people that you need to reach, because number one, people don't follow you. I mean, you see your followers. Some of you might notice that you have, some of you might, Donnie, you stupid. Some of you might, post stuff and, you wonder, well, that was a great post. Why didn't anybody see it? Well, people aren't following you. They follow hashtags. So if you want to see great engagement, follow a hashtag that you like right now and go to it and see what type of following is there. Now, this is what I do. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I don't think you'll be able to see it. So let's see if I can put it up to the camera. I'm going to go to Instagram and I'm going to look at a hashtag that I follow, so I can show you what type of example I'm talking about. So I do a lot of foodies posts for my Instagram pages. I go to different restaurants, eat there, do a little review, show the food, and post it up there. Now, what I have found is the hashtags that I've noticed that are most popular for food stuff is always like crab, seafood, shrimp, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up crab boil, since I'm always posting that. And as you can see on crab boil, there's 56,000 posts, right? There's 56,000 posts. So we'll pick the first one. Okay, so the first one has 1,951 likes. You see that right there? 1,951 likes. But the key to their success, as I'm going to show you, And some people do this trick. So what they did was they posted their hashtags in the first comment. Now, there's a benefit to doing that, and there's not a benefit to doing that. And I'm going to tell you why on both sides. So he put it in the comments because he figured this. If I get enough comments, it'll hide the hashtags, but it still spreads the message out to where I'm trying to get it to. But if you use the special share features that Instagram provides, you don't want to put the comments in the you don't want to put the whole hashtags in the comments. You want to put them in your post. Why? Because when you share the post, it's actually going to share the hashtags too. So for instance, say you are on 4 or 5 different platforms. Like say you're on Pinterest and YouTube and Twitter and Tumblr and all of these, right? So if you use the special feature shared at the bottom that lets you share to Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, and you have the hashtags in the post, well, guess what that one post just did? It appeared in 5 different places with 30 hashtags max. That's 150 different hashtags on 5 different platforms. So you can see how valuable hashtags are, because when you share a post and you add the hashtags, the reach is gained significantly. Like I share a lot of my stuff to my Tumblr page, but then I also have an automation tool that pushes it over to my Pinterest page, my Quora page, my Reddit page. So my one post, when I go live, like right now I'm going live, and I'm actually going live to Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Live Me, and YouTube. So you can pull me up right now, and I'll be on all 3 of them. I just seen Community Showcase showed up. Thank you for coming up on Twitch. How you guys doing today? Just creating some content on how to gain reach and engagement on your social media platforms. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about some new platforms that are actually gaining traction right now. And those are the ones I just mentioned: TikTok, Live Me, Live AF, and UpLive. I actually go to these platforms and create a page and just go live. I mean, their whole thing is the longer you're on, the more people will see it, because platform's algorithm sets it up so that they will be able to keep seeing people. And if you engage with them, like say you got some sort of comedy thing that you do, or you're doing a food thing, if you're actually filming yourself cooking the food, and it usually takes you 30 minutes to cook something, so you can kind of talk about the meal or whatever it is. But the fact is, you're staying on there consistently, and the more you stay on, this is where it reaches. The radius goes out; it just keeps going. So I would suggest checking out these new platforms so that you'll be able to gain following in places where you thought you probably wouldn't have. Because I always say this: your audience is where you are not. Think about it. Say you're on Instagram, right? And you think, oh, this is a big deal. Oh, this is great. But there's 250 social media platforms out there. And you probably only know about 4, maybe 6, maybe 10. But what we do at Brian Bacchus Brands and StyleClick Media is we utilize all of the platforms. Everything that's got something to do with relevancy in regards to what we're trying to do for us or for our clients. So, for instance, this platform I'm using right now, Lula TV. I'm going live to 6 different platforms right now. When I finish with this live, my engagement is going to push this to the highlights. I'll also be able to add it to my stories later. I also use another app called Story Cutter so that I can cut my stories up. Let's say I got a 3-minute story I want to post up. Well, I don't probably want to put it on IGTV. Maybe I want to put it on my stories. So I use the Story Cutter. I cut it up. It cuts it up into 15-minute increments. But what it does is it posts each one up in order so you see the whole 3 minutes in my stories. And that's probably a lot of people don't even know how to do that. They don't even know that you can do that. So I try to give you guys, I do a lot of research. I probably research 10, 15 apps a day. as well as other platforms. I test them out. I see if they're worthwhile. Some of them might not be worth me paying for, but they might have that one feature that I maybe can use during the trial that I can create some content with. Also, here's another great tip that nobody probably will tell you, and that is TikTok has the same formatting capability as Instagram stories. Same settings, same everything. So what you want to do is, if you have some content that you really want to create some pizzazz with and put it up there, best thing for you to do is just to go on TikTok, upload your video, create the different features that they have. They have transitions, slides. You bring your video out into a circle, bring it back in, add smoke to it, add water to it, give it a wave. I mean, there's so many different features that you can use that they're pretty much endless. So my suggestion would be, check these platforms out and use them. And the beautiful thing about TikTok is that it'll allow you to create the video, and it does it in 15-second increments, and you can download it and upload it straight to stories. So take advantage of these options that I'm giving you and utilize them. In fact, next time I go live, come on and tell me if you use anything that I've ever used or suggested to you, so that you can let everybody else know that it worked. This platform is all about sharing. That's what we do. We post stuff up to share. We want responses. It's like Simon Says platforms. Do this, do that, like this, comment here, do this, go to this call to action. And another suggestion I would make, every post that you make, funny or not, have a call to action. Have some reason why they should go to another link. If you're on Instagram, you only get to use one link. So basically what you should do is utilize a link that is actually going to allow you to create other links. Now, I have subdomains that I use so that I can put those up in my link so that you can go there. But I like this platform that's already on the internet, and it's free. It's called Linktree, and I want you to check it out. And what it does is it allows you to create a link that will go on your Instagram page, which will also point to other places that you want an engagement. So when you go to my link gives you tabs to subscribe to my YouTube channel, learn something new, go join a group where you can get some value from, and all of that. Everything on there is of value, and everything on there gives you a free way to do something. So I'm pretty much telling you this because there's no excuse for you not to be having the great engagement that you're seeking, because you need to utilize these platforms. I mean, Instagram is just one platform. There's so many more that you could actually use. So I would suggest testing some out. I am going to remind you that some of these platforms, like the live presentation ones, like Live AF and Live Me and all that, they are significant processor hogs. So your phone is going to get hot the longer you stay on, and your battery's going to run down. So the best thing for you to do is just plug up your phone so that you don't have to worry about it running out of battery, and keep it in a cool place so it won't get hot. So I just wanted to come on and guys a few little things. I just wanted to pop in real quick and let everybody know, how you go about getting better engagement on your platforms, as well as getting better reach and more views. Or if you're selling t-shirts, more t-shirts sold. If you're selling something else, more of that sold. But basically, that's one part of it. Now, the second part of it is, in order for you to be found in all these millions and billions of people, you got to have a way for people to get to you. So I would suggest the main three platforms that you need to be on are your normal Instagram or Facebook or whatever. That's one of them. Your website, and you need to create a YouTube channel. The reason why I say create a YouTube channel, and it doesn't have to necessarily even be YouTube. It could be Vimeo, it could be Twitch, it could be Dailymotion. Whatever one you join, make sure you configure it all the way so that there's nothing left, because these platforms give you these options so that you can complete the application on there and actually be compliant so that they can rank you. Google will ding you if you missing one little thing. If it asks you to add a picture, add a picture. If it asks you to add a video, add a video. The reason why is telling you to do this so that you can have the complete package and you won't have to worry about somebody missing you because your phone number was wrong or your address was wrong or the link that you're trying to push out there was wrong. So these are things that you need to put on your checklist so that you'll be able to check them out. A lot of people wonder where I get like the great visuals for a lot of my posts. And I always tell them it all depends on the media you're using. Like most of the time I use my cell phones because they have 4K capability. They can film in 30 and 60 frame rates. But a lot of cameras out there do not have the quality. I see the pixels are huge, but the quality of it is not that great. So there are different things that I use to remedy the situation. A GoPro camera set on wide, center yourself, because you know GoPros, they bubble on the side, the more space that they have to cover the view. But if you keep yourself focused in the middle of the camera, then you'll always have that great shot. And you can always crop and trim the video. It's not that hard. Also, I use Osmo Pocket. It's not that big. In fact, it's in my car, so I'd have to go get it to show it to you. But if you see the size of this phone, just imagine an Osmo is about this big. It's not even huge. You can hold it in your hand like this, and all it shows is a little head right there. Nobody even know what that is. You film all you want to. It's got a built-in 3-axis stabilizer, so you don't have to worry about if you turn your hand like this, it's still going to be level and showing stability. It also has a selfie mode where you can put it on the selfie stick and turn it around, and wherever you point the camera to catch the background, it's going to keep you in the focus. I love this feature because if I'm actually talking to you and telling you something, I want to stay in the shot, and I don't want to have to worry about if I move the stick over here that it's getting something way over there. So that's basically what I came on here to tell you guys about, is just like the various ways that you can use different types of media as well as different types of options in posting in order to get your product, brand, or service, or even your video reach going. Because the whole point is you're trying to get it in front of people. If they don't follow you, they'll never see it. So number one, on your Instagram page, if you haven't done this already, you need to make your Instagram page a business page. The reason why you do that, it's free. The reason why you do that is because you want to be able to see the insights on all of your posts. Like, for instance, I'm going to go to one of my posts, and I'm going to show you the insights. So let's go to the one with Mark Zuckerberg, right? So I went to the Facebook for, hey, have a seat. I'm almost done. I went to the Facebook for developers conference, and I was able to capture Mark Zuckerberg live on stage while he was doing his presentation for what was the new features that were coming in Instagram, right? So as you can see, I'm right there. I'm filming him and the screen at the same time because he was so far up on the stage that I couldn't get up there. But I got 1,098 views on that, as well as 564 likes. But what I want to show you is the actual insights of that post. So if you look there, it reached 2,135 people, with 50 of them my profile visits. So this is what you want to do. You want to use these insights, because these insights right here is what's going to get you, letting you know what is actually out there. But right now, my client has showed up. I got to get off this live. I would turn the camera on her, but she ain't that kind of person like that. She don't want to be on the spotlight like that. So I'm gonna come back to you guys later on today. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate everything. You guys follow me on Brian Bacchus Brands and StyleClick Media, and